Top 3 questions I get asked on this channel. What does the Amazon Relay load board look like? How do I book loads? And when I book those loads, how do I stay so local? These are the relay rates for Friday, August 30th.
Let's get into those SoCal relay rates.
All right, let's jump into this. As always, going to put chapters in this. Not going to spend a ton of time in San Diego. We're going to do what we came to do today, which is look at Columbus, Ohio for JumpyYT. They were last time's winner, so that's what we're going to do. I am going to jump in here and just go ahead and look at like the recommended loads here in San Diego. So let's head over to the load board. Not a lot going on with Amazon. I almost kind of felt weird making this one just because it's like, I have not been staying local with Amazon. I haven't actually even been working with Amazon. The last time I hauled anything for them was around Prime Day. After Prime Day, their rates just kind of like totally fell off in my area. I see where other areas are kind of like equally suffering. Some areas are still doing good, but Southern California market has not been great for Amazon Relay. Let's go in here and see if this will make a liar out of me. Right here, they have Saturday, so not till tomorrow in the morning, San 5, going up to DSD4, one little trip for $176. Early access, that little lock being unlocked there, $270 to run from SCA 7 to KRB 4 up in Paris, 4 total stops. $292 isn't bad, but still, I mean, usually to go up to like Ontario and stuff, I mean, historically that's been like a $500 minimum, that type of stuff like that. Let's just see, and I want to see one thing. I mean, San Diego has historically, the whole time I've worked for Amazon, they've always had like 75 loads on the board. Let's just see, they have 10. And that's kind of been indicative of the last month with them and kind of why I haven't been working for them. I've been working for other brokers. It just, with 10 loads, without volume, there's no urgency. Without urgency, there's no rates. So San Diego, not really happening here on these 10 loads. I know that one 627 looks good, but there's a pretty high probability that you're going to go and do that one load and good luck finding something else. So not been great lately. Let's do what we came to do, which is look at Columbus, Ohio. I will look at, actually, I think I have that already loaded in here. San Diego, Columbus, Ohio, take out San Diego. So let's look at 53-foot equipment first. Right now, one thing I think is a very important marker is, so 75 miles from Columbus, Ohio, there's 76 results. 100 miles, there's 109 results. 150 miles, there's 184 results. I'm usually comfortable with like 75. I mean, if we can find a decent load around there, let's turn auto refresh off and sort this by price per distance highest. So top money right now, Columbus, Ohio for 53-foot equipment, one pick, one stop. CMH4 going to Valley View, LPR5, 252 a mile, 156 miles. That's tonight at 11:15. In the morning, 1:45, they've got KLN going to CMH7, 232 a mile, 223 a mile. One pick, two stops, ending up in Robbinsville. Here's one. I mean, I made a video a few months back. Is early access even worth having in 2024? It's kind of like I was posing the question. Lately, it has not. Early access for me has always been like, $4, $5, $6, $7 a mile loads now. And I know this is a different part of the country, but like now they're, to say like early access for 223. I don't know, maybe I'm some prima donna Southern California guy that just doesn't really excite me that much. Let's see here, Groveport, Ohio, ending up in Hazleton, PA, one pick. It's got a third-party site at it, and then ending up at AVP1. They say that this is going to take 1 day exactly, 598 miles. I believe when they say a day, because that third-party site in there, I believe it will take a day, but 31 total payout on that. I'm just going to scroll through some of these. I mean, these are going to be in declining rates. West Jefferson, Groveport, Union, Ohio, and you can see now that we're down to like $200 payouts, $212 a mile. So not really happening. One piece of the puzzle I can't offer for Columbus, Ohio is I don't get spot capacity for that area. I only get it around here in my little service area, so I don't really, I wish I had that piece to the puzzle, but there's a few of these loads above $2 a mile, and then it drops off to like $199. Let's just see. So top money on the board here was that 252. Let's just see if we expand the radius out to like 150. Okay, here's Yes, it's 121 miles away, but now this jumps up to 827. But keep in mind, it's still just $130 payout. Going from Valley View to, let's see, they say it's 15.8 miles, Valley View, Ohio to Richfield, Ohio. That is a loaded container. Little circle filled in there means it's loaded. If it's an empty circle, then that means it's empty. And taking that container 16 miles down the road for $130, that's another thing. The Amazon minimum always used to be like $200, and over time they've kind of whittled that down to like 180, 160, 140, and now 130 is actually the cheapest I've ever seen. I've never seen them move anything. I mean, I liked it a lot better when the minimum was $200. So yeah, 827, and you can see that that's just for a short trip, and then it goes down from like Canton to Imperial, Pennsylvania, $319 a mile, but you're having to deadhead a lot further out of Columbus. So that's kind of the breakdown of like the 53-foot equipment. Let's take a look at box trucks. Let's take out this, add in this. Got Lou down here snoring. I don't know if the microphone will pick it up or not. He's down here sawing logs. And let's apply that. Box trucks. Okay, so same thing as before. Let's look like 75 miles out of Columbus. There are 50 results. 100 miles, that jumps up to 55. 150 miles, that jumps up to 166. Again, I'm kind of comfortable with the 75. That seems like a reasonable amount of distance to travel. One pick, one stop. 244 a mile, 316 total payout, starting at CMH5, ending up at what I assume is a post office location in Defiance, Ohio. Let's see, one pick, one stop, starting out at CMH7, ending up at, this is actually Amazon to Amazon, CMH7 to PIT9. That's going to be anything that has that little Amazon acronym is going to for sure be an Amazon site. This one is starting at a third-party site, this SWA, ending up 4 stops later, total of 5 at CVG5 in Kentucky. Looks like starting at a third-party site, going to several Amazon locations. That was $228 a mile for $230 payout. Here's a $380 payout, 1 pick, 7 stops, total of 8. They say that that's going to take 10 hours and 6 minutes of your time, and it's $380 payout. So something to keep in mind. Those little numbers on the left-hand side, those are each one of those is going to take up a lot of time. CMH5 West Jefferson, ending up in South Point, Ohio. 1 pick, 3 stops, total of 4. 206 payout. I'm sorry, 206 a mile, 293 payout. I'm just going to I'll shut up and just kind of scroll through some of these so you can see they're in declining order here. So we're getting down to like $1. Yeah, I mean, $1.75 in early access. It's like you don't need to give me early access for that $1.75. I'm not excited about that. $1.70, 160, 58. I mean, this is 10 stops. Gonna take 12 hours and 50 minutes for $1.43 a mile. No, thank you. And we're getting down here to $1.30. Is $1.30? Oh, we're gonna go into the 20s. $1.25 is the cheapest load on the board, not leaving until Tuesday, September 3rd. Looks like it's coming out of CMH5, returning to CMH5, so that's kind of the one good thing about this load. The bad thing is it pays $1.25 a mile, total payout is $4.79, and they say that's going to take 13 hours and 10 minutes of your time. I have no doubt that between now and Tuesday when this thing leaves, I'm sure that rate will go up, but just for reference, that's the cheapest, worst rate that they have offered on their board right now for box trucks in that area. I hope that answers their question. Let's go ahead and pick next time's winners. So we took care of JumpyYT. I think this is the second video I've done for JumpyYT. Go ahead and delete that row. I have 6 people on my list. If you want your name to appear on this list, let me know in the comments. Say, hey, I'd like to see this in long format. I'd like to see this on relay rates. Let's go to a random number generator. I think that was 6, was it not? Yep, 1 through 6. So we need a number between 1 and 6. Let's generate that. That is number 6. Number 6, most recent person to my list is, if I can figure out what app I'm going into, Nick Collin wanted Connecticut. We are going to do that one next.